Hey, this is Carl. Today we're going to unbox this box and this huge box. So stay tuned. So in case you're wondering why we're unboxing it here, simply because both boxes won't fit in our door. The width of our door is just 26 inches and the width of this box is 28. I mean, the one of its sides is 28. Next is 34 and a half. This one is 39 inches and 28 inches. Yeah, this 26 and a half, and this one is almost 26, but it doesn't fit. So our door is less than 26 inches. So we're going to unbox it here and going to, I guess, put it in the display afterwards, since it doesn't make sense for me to put this upstairs to record. So there will be no follow-up video for this. This will be the only video that I will be doing for this statue. And yeah, so let's try and find the base first. Kinda wish that this doesn't have any art box. I hope that it's already spiral inside. Oh, it does have an art box, which is going to be a bummer. Ooh. Yeah, really wish that there wasn't an art box. It would have made the unboxing a lot easier. I don't know if you could see, but we are unboxing this guy. It's a Magneto on throne. The very first custom Magneto on throne. And there's actually 3 of them. I have 2 on pre-order, so this is obviously one of them. And it's already here. And the other one hasn't shown its prototype yet. So I'm waiting on that. And the last one hasn't opened pre-order. It did open a reservation back then, but the group making it turned out to be scammers. But it was picked up by a very well-known studio. I'm hoping the base is here. Oof, very huge box. I see the body and the port, but not sure if the base is here. So just a tip, to get the base you need to unbox the box with the 99.5 times 69.5 times 67 centimeters box, and the base will be here. The head of the Sentinel is here. Oh, good. So the second box doesn't have a art box. Is it upside down? Can't find the straps. It's upside down. Ugh. Anyway, if it's upside down, might as well just open it up the back. Okay, so I'm not sure if it's the same for everybody, but my statue is upside down, so it would have been easier to unbox or slice the box upside down. There you go. I don't think that I will be needing a turntable for this. I think the statue would fall. I think you need 2 person to lift the base. I think it's that massive and heavy, but we'll see. Oh, it's doable. Just need to catch my breath a sec. Look at the statue, it's very heavy. Okay. Let's continue the unboxing. We have a wire thing. Put it here. We have a sentinel eye. We have another sentinel eye. Change it there. And I think this is for the hand of the sentinel, so it will lit up. And that's all there is to it in the box. Yeah. Oh wait, there's still stuff on the top, which we will go through. Okay, so we have Magneto's open right hand. We have a small sentinel right hand. We have another we have another small sentinel right hand. We have a Magneto right hand switch out holding a small sentinel head. And we have a left Magneto hand holding another broken sentinel head. We have another left Magneto hand holding a more cleaner sentinel head. The switch out is kind of redundant in my opinion. We have a random metal stuff. A second random metal stuff. And the third. Okay, so we have a sentinel right arm. We have another random metal stuff. Okay. We have a Magneto right hand with some power effect. We have a bunch of helmets here. We have helmet number 1. we have the first portrait. Okay. This is a portrait that seems to be removable. Oh, okay. So this portrait has a glowing eyes, I presume. And we have the last portrait here in the first box. Okay, so that's the last item in the first box. The one without the art box. Okay, so let's continue unboxing the first box. I think we need to take out the head first. I don't know if this is possible assembling alone. Oh, it's actually pretty light. This is actually pretty light. It's no biggie carrying. So let's assemble it. It's definitely massive, you know. The sentinel head is bigger than my head, as you can see. Next, let's put on the cape, I think. We have the cape. I think the cape goes first. Okay, there you go. Let's go to the second box. We have the first unmasked portrait. There's actually not a lot of stuff inside the box. We have the second unmasked portrait. We have another unmasked portrait, and this is the third one. Last guy on the box is Magneto himself. Okay, and we have Magneto. Okay, so it's quite hard to install the cape to Magneto. So let's try and install it. First, don't get how to install it. Okay, so it's a bit tricky. Found it easier to install the body to the cape first, then the cape to the throne. Okay, so this is obviously a very massive statue. I think the height was around 36 inches tall, and the depth of the statue was around 35.5 inches. What I forgot is the width. The width is around 17 inches, more or less around that area. I guess let's talk about the concept first. This is obviously a throne statue with Magneto sitting on a pile of sentinels, both big and small sentinels. As you can see on his left hand, he is holding quite a small sentinel head, more like similar to us humans. and the one at the back is very big. As you can see, it's bigger than my head. Okay, so the concept is definitely or obviously a bit busy compared to XM Magneto. Obviously XM's Magneto is more of a simple kind of Magneto throne. It has a better finish. It's definitely pretty unique, and although this one is very messy or busy, I think that's what the commissioner intended to do, and all of us people know what we are getting into when we bought this statue. So yeah, I think there's nothing much to say about the concept. Now let's talk about the scope. Obviously there's a lot of details that I can't cover to the statue, but obviously there's a lot of sentinel parts all throughout the base or the throne, both coming from the small and big sentinel. So there's a lot of battle damage or totally broken sentinel parts all throughout the base. There's wires here, there's some broken stuff on top, and you can see some internals of the sentinel. Kind of what you would expect if you dissect a robot or something. So there's a lot of that here. Now that I've seen it in person, Magneto's torso does look like weird. He kind of looks like that he's slouching, but not really. And there's actually not much details to him. I think I'm missing some parts. Anyway, I'm missing Magneto's collar for the cape. I'll look for it later since I've already closed the box. There's actually no textures to the scope of Magneto. That's too bad. And I kind of feel like he's a bit too big. Let's get a different portrait. So this is the portrait of Captain America, and he seems to be on scale. My bad. I actually don't like the sculpt on Magneto. It's too simple. There's a lot of details on the base, and there's actually a lot of stuff to look at. But when it comes to Magneto, he's a bit too simple for me. He doesn't kind of fit the throne, but the anatomy I think is okay. I think there's something wrong with the legs. I think it looks kind of weird. It seems like that he is not proportioned that well on below his torso, the legs, but seems to look okay up front. I think the statue overall lacks finish. So also, I forgot to mention that the base doesn't have any textures. There's just some details like battle damages here and there, but it does lack some metal or steel kind of texture to suggest that it's metal. And I think that there's still a lot of 3D print lines all throughout the statue, and it's quite visible. There's some here on the Sentinel's index finger. There are some here at the Sentinel's jaw. Yeah, there's definitely some 3D printing issues. I think they didn't clean it properly. I can see a lot of lines here and there. It's not really visible unless you try and look for it. I think there's some molding issues here and there all throughout the statue. You can see them on stuff like this when there's supposed to be layers on the metal, but somehow it kind of looks like that it's flat. I don't think that's how the sculptor intended it to be, but that's just the final product of the molding. All I can say is there's definitely a lot of stuff where the Sentinel parts just look like they're glued to each other because of molding issues. I think if they printed it separately, it would have been better, but it would have made the statue more complicated to assemble. Although the statue is quite big, it's actually pretty easy to assemble once you found the pegs or the keyholes where the stuff needs to go in. It's actually pretty easy. Actually, 3 of the metal stuff goes here and 1 here. The sentinel hands go on the lower part here, and you're pretty much done. Actually, there's a lot of portrait switch outs to Magneto. More or less they kind of look like they're the same. Wait, so we have a mask portrait with a open mouth screaming. The eyes are decals. Well, this one is painted black, I think, but I think this one is supposed to light up. The mouth does have a gloss effect, and the teeth is painted quite good actually. And we have here the unmasked portrait. Yeah, there seem to definitely be some molding issues with the hair. Like, a lot of the details are gone. The eyes is pretty consistent, as well as the paint on the skin tone and the mouth. The portrait looks okay, not really mind-blowing or something. So not really a fan of unmasked portrait, so I'm definitely going to use this one. Let's go on to the paint job, and I must say that I don't really like the paint. It's definitely not for me. I would have preferred the blues and the purple on the Sentinel to be more metallic. Somehow it's a bit metallic, but a bit too dull for me. And the gray areas, whether it's light or dark, does look like that it's done lazily. They could have made it better with some shading here and there, but it definitely lacks those shading. But there's a lot of shadings on the purple parts, on this gold area here, but in the gray area here doesn't have any shading, as well as the inners of the eyes, as well as in this area here. Yeah, most of the shading are focused on the purple and the blue parts, and of course in Magneto's suit to highlight the muscles. So to end the video, all I can say is this custom Magneto throne definitely can't beat the XM Magneto on throne, but the XM one is out of scale and would definitely look weird beside your other quarter scale collection. But if it's displayed on its own, it definitely looks good. The XM Magneto on throne definitely is a centerpiece, while this one will definitely look good next to your other quarter scale statues since it's properly scaled. It might be a bit too busy, but that's the concept. And there's actually a more simple Magneto throne coming. I also have that on pre-order, so can't wait to get that. And the other one that was sculpted by Caleb isn't up yet, like I said, and would probably be more busier than this one, but it's probably gonna be produced by a better factory. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Like and subscribe. This is Carl, and see you in the next one. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all.